Alright guys, today I'm going to be talking about when I accidentally forgot to take you all on my fishing trip. So, sorry about that, but let's get to it. So, today I went over with my great uncle to go help him build a feed bin for chickens and pigs and whatever he does. He's one of those people who likes to farm. So, whenever helped him with that, after that it was about 11:30 or so. We went and grabbed a bite to eat real quick. Then we ran down to my grandmother's river that she actually owns. So shout out to you, Granny, if you're watching this. So we were down there. We got down there. We started fishing. My granduncle was using worms. I was using artificial bait. Started off seeing a bunch of smallmouth and a bunch of big bluegill. So I started off with a wacky worm. It was a 5-inch worm, wacky rigged. Trying to think. Started casting it, jigging it. Had a couple of bites, but nothing big enough to eat it. So I cut that off, tied on an EWG hook, and rigged on a weightless rig. It was a thicker 7-inch worm that I cut down to like 2 inches. It was about like maybe that big. It was just big enough for the hook. I cast it out there. I caught a massive rock bass. It was about like that big. Biggest rock bass I've ever seen. So, caught that dude. Then after that, I was casting it out a little bit. Had a couple bass chasing it. It was mostly smallmouth. I didn't see largemouth, but enough of them was there. So, I tied on just a trout magnet. It's probably my favorite bait of all time. Just casting out, just cranking in smaller bluegill and rock bass. And after that, I was kind of like just fishing for bass after that, because like I was getting tired of catching all those little fish. So I tied on a rage crawl, was casting it out, wasn't having any bites. Then I saw this sucker, and I've heard that if you get it like right in front of their mouth, they'll actually suck it up into their mouth and you can catch them that way. So I was casting it out, and I took off the bait, so it was just a plain EWG hook with a weight at the end of it. So I casted it out, casted it a little far, so I was just reeling it in. Next thing I know, I hook on to a big fish. So I was like, I just reel it, gotta get perfectly there. Whoa! What the freak is that? And so, like, I was sitting there fighting this fish. I get him on the land, and you'll probably never guess what it was. We just had rain 2 weeks ago, a lot of rain. I think it was like 5 or 6 inches. It was a 15-inch rainbow trout in a river that nobody's ever stocked trout in. So what my granddad's thinking, or my great uncle was thinking, is that up in the stream, once it rained, it pushed all the trout down to where down to the shallower bits, because it was so high. And so that's what he said happened. And I actually hook set it perfect. Right at the top of the mouth, hooked up straight perfectly between the nostrils. And so I was like, dude, I want to eat this thing, but I don't have any ice to put it on. And my granduncle was like, well, do you have the thing that you hook them onto and you let them sit in the water? I was like, yes, I have a string with me. And so I tied the stringer to the tree, and I had him sit in the water. And that right there, cast after that, hooked on to like 2 or 3 pounds smallmouth. I mean, that thing, as soon as I hooked it, went, jumped out of the water, freaking spit the hook. Right after that, I had another follower and another hit, but he also didn't get the hook. So that was pretty much the story. But later, I'm going to show you all the cook and the recipe that I love for my rainbow trout fillets. See y'all later. What up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how I like to fillet my trout and cook them. So let's open it up, get him out, get the ice outside of him. There we go. So I don't know if y'all noticed, but I did not show y'all gutting him and all that, so sorry about that. So I'm gonna be filleting this bad boy. Alright, got the cutting board, got the fish. Beautiful. Alrighty, so I got my fillet knife. It is the Fisherman's Solution. It's actually this saltwater knife. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty smooth. It's a true fillet knife. So that's the thing. Get it over here. Pull that down like that. Opens up. Clamp it inside his mouth. So you can. So you can hold on.
Is he dead?
So what you're gonna do is you are gonna go right here behind the dorsal fin. You're going to slice down till you get to the bones. And then once you get to the bones, so there's a bunch of people that the way they like to do it is they cut open the belly and then they stuff lemon in it, put all this spicy, just this fancy stuff, but I like to go with a real simple fillet. So once you get down to the bones, you go to the side. This is best if you have a fillet knife, which it bends, so you can go perfectly flat. So that's what I'm using. So you're gonna go flat, across the fillet. Once you're done, you'll make sure you get most of the bones out, but if you don't, it's okay. Shoot, messed up. You go all the way back so you get close to the bone, or to the tail. Flip it like this. And there, you got a fillet. Alright, so I did that. Next side, flip it around here. I'm not really using this all that much, but I have it just in case. It's a little slick. Which these trout, they're pretty slimy. So we'll do the same thing over here. Hopefully I'll get it a little bit better. Go. I'm gonna go all the way. The tail meat is actually pretty good, so I try to go as far as I possibly can. As I got a real nice right there. And I also left a good bit of meat here. There's a bunch of bones in here, so it will be a little hard, but I'll try to get as much meat off as I can. If I get a little bit of bones, I can spin it back out. So try to get a nice fillet.
Sorry, Taylor.
No, you're fine. There we go. That's a not the thickest fillet, but it's pretty thick. There's a good bit of bones in here. I can eat them and spin them back out, so hopefully that'll be fine. The trout meat is actually easy to smush, so try to be as careful with it as possible. And now, sit down for a little bit. Legs hurt. So now I'm gonna get right here. Try to get as close to the skin as possible. If you do that without getting any of the skin, you're pretty much professional. I'm not a professional, so just try to get like this. Don't forget, you gotta be careful because these knives are sharp. So, well, actually, any knife is sharp. So, just be careful with it. Ah, dadgummit. Well, broke that fillet. I was gonna have a pretty nice one if get that back to connect, but see, let me see if I can get just a little more meat off this tail. And if I can, I'll be happy. Then I'll cook them up, show you my recipe, and get going. So, yeah, that's alright. There we go. And just discard this. Just take care of it. Throw it away. Get rid of it. Do something with it. Just don't leave it behind. So, see you in the kitchen. Alright guys, we are here. We have our fillets here in the kitchen. We have the gourmet zesty lemon and pepper seasoning salt. We also have the Cajun's Choice Premium Blend blackened seasoning and rub. So these are the two seasonings that we're going to be using. We got here our fillets, rainbow trout. We got our skillet back here, and so let's get started. So first of all, you gotta I did not do this on camera, so forgive me. But what you do once you're done filleting the fillets, rinse it off, make sure everything's good, lay them out, pat them down with a little paper towel. Okay, make sure you do that first. Make sure it's all clean, no dirt, no nothing. You don't want to be getting sick. And so yeah, I'm gonna do that. So let's bring this over here and let's get started. First, you gotta get a little bit of olive oil. Pretty sure that's what this is. So we use this. First things first, you need your seasonings and your fillets, of course. You want to get a skillet. You want to turn it on about 6 to 8. You want to do that. Spread it around. All right, so you got to get a little bit of olive oil. Shake it around. And I'll turn that on. I'm going to do 4 fillets. I got 2 large, 1 medium, 1 small. So I'm going to do 4 for now. We'll start off with the we'll do black first. So you want to get them, make sure they're flat. You want to make sure they're done, because if they're not done, you could get seriously sick. So make sure they're done. Hopefully this will heat up quick enough. You want to get it going, and then you want to turn it down. So you have all that. Hopefully it'll taste pretty good. I think they will. These are 2 of my favorite seasonings. No, they're heating up. Oh, they're getting going. They're bubbling. Oh, frick. Oos. Oh my, I wear season now. Thankfully that was for me, not the whatever.
It's hard to get it off. I got it. Wait, let me do it.
So yeah, that side should be getting pretty close to done. Just want to make sure it's not sticking. That's why we have the oil. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's flip it. Season this side. Dang, bro, that wasn't that. What seasoning?
1 second.
Come on. You should be getting pretty close to done. That's really pretty good. Spread it around. Flip it to the other side. See, oh shoot. Got it. There we go. Alright, these are looking pretty good. Think these are done? I'm gonna get them on the plate. This is by far, I wouldn't say by far, but this is one of my favorites. Seasons. Pretty sure that's close to being done. So good. Alrighty, that one's done. Alright guys, we got our fish right here. This is the lemon pepper right here. Take a small bite real quick. Then I'll rate it. We got the blackened and the lemon pepper. Lemon pepper kind of fell off. I don't think I let it cook long enough with it on. So, but it's alright. Still gonna taste fun. First, we're gonna try the blackened. I'm gonna take this medium piece. Try it. Take it.
pretty good. No, I didn't have. No, it tastes pretty good, but